Oh, there you go.
Shalom. Yahweh Bashim Yashai Brakam.
Shalom,
Yahweh Bashim Yashai. All right, Akim, what's going on?
Can you hear me out of one?
Yeah, I hear perfect. Come on. You have a question?
So your sister was asking, what is the whole meaning of the Feast of Dedications and how do you celebrate it, sir?
Right. So the feast, who wants to give it a shot? Who wants to give it a shot? Right. So just remember this also too. One, it's not a call, what we will call a holy, right? But it's a feast, right? A feast does not have a what? There's no closing for it,
Right.
right? And the Lord gives us a span of what? Of 8 days to celebrate this, right? And this feast has to deal with us doing what?
Rededicating this. I mean, I guess dressing up the school or rededicating things back to the temple.
Yes, that is what it is. You understand? See, it's much like what our brothers and sisters do in the world with Christmas. What does Christmas and New Year symbolize to brothers and sisters in the world?
So we make basically we have a big dinner or something like that.
No, not so much a big dinner.
Like it, sir.
Who's in the sister? What room is she in?
It's like so she's in Fayetteville.
You don't have a mic so we can hear her.
Come on. We have a new sister. Hold on.
So the brothers and sisters online also too, the people of you looking in could hear.
Hello? Okay.
Yeah, I hear you now.
So it's not like a big a Christmas dinner or nothing like that?
Okay, they do have a Christmas dinner, but remember we're talking about Hanukkah, right? And what it symbolizes, right? Now, it's like I don't know if you all hear me. How many of you ever celebrated Christmas in the world? Right? Majority of us did it in the world. And it's not just Christmas, it's the New Year's, where your family or your mother or your grandmother will have you clean the house out. You understand? They'll put up new curtains, they'll put up, you know what I mean? They will make the place look like it's brand new. And then once that Christmas and New Year's pass, what do? They take it down. And then they go back to normal. You understand?
Yeah.
But this holiday, the Lord gave us this holiday to remember how we did what with the temple. We had to do with the temple. What happened? We remember the story.
So, like, sir, we had to rededicate the temple.
Yes, we had to rededicate the temple. Meaning what? We now had to go redecorate it.
Redecorate it. Come on.
So
you understand? Huh?
What do we decorate the place with? What do you use to decorate the house?
Whatever you want. You want to paint. You want to paint the walls a nice color. Repaint your walls. You want to put up new pictures. It's much. Just think. It's like a decoration.
Okay.
Like you decorating your house.
Okay.
You can look brand new as a symbol. You understand?
And what kind of food do we have to make during that time?
No, eat whatever you want to eat that's lawful.
Okay.
Any food you want to eat that's lawful. You understand?
And it's Thursday on the 7th, and it's 8 days from the 7th. Am I correct?
Yes, it's eight
from the 7th.
All right.
And do we read the Malachi book as well?
You talking about Maccabees?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Maccabees.
Yes, we do read it.
And we read the whole chapter, right?
For the class, we for the opening we normally would. Right? We don't read everything, but we skip to the parts that's really important to bring out for brothers and sisters.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, man, and that's it. You all wanna you wanna get me to the verse? Who wants to get me to the verse in the Maccabees? Let me see if I can for you. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. You found it?
Which one was it? So like I said, what specific one you looking for?
Kodam to earth. Kodam to earth.
Con, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. Which one we talking about?
I was asking you which one were you speaking? I didn't hear. I had walked off, sir. Salakia.
No. The sister had the question on Hanukkah. Salakia. It's First Maccabees 4, 52 to 61.
Oh, come. This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 61.
Yes.
Oh, it's like 52.
Yeah, 52.
Now on the 5 and 20th day of the 9th month, which is called the month Caslu, and the 140th, and the 148th year, they rose up betimes in the morning. Verse 53, and offered sacrifice according to the law upon the new altar of burnt offerings which they had made. Verse 54, look at what time and what day the heathen had profaned it, even in that was it dedicated with songs and cisterns and harps and cymbals. Verse 55, then all the people fell upon their faces, worshiping and praising the God of heaven, who had given them good success. Verse 56.
Right. So you understand what's going on there, right?
Yes.
She said, yes, sir.
Go ahead. Go on. Carry on.
Verse 56. And so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days, and offered burnt offerings with gladness, and sacrificed the sacrifice of deliverance and praise. Verse 57. They decked also the forefront of the temple with crowns of gold and with shields, and the gates and the chambers they renewed, and hanged doors upon them.
Right. So you see what's going on here, right? Right. So it's basically describing what? What is it describing right now?
So like I said, if I may, it's describing them basically decorating the school and again rededicating it back to the Lord.
Yes, because they had just what? They had just defeated who? I forget who they had defeated.
Greeks. So like I said, the Greeks.
The Greeks, right? The Lord put the Greeks into our hands. We destroyed them, and we were able to get back our temple. Now we were doing what we were dedicating it. Why were we rededicating it?
Verse 58. Thus was there very great gladness among the people, for that the reproach of the heathen was put away.
Right? Why were we rededicating it, sister?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Why were we rededicating the temple?
For the reproach being put away. Being put away? I was distracted for a second. Because the enemies was destroyed, I was distracted for a second. I'm sorry.
Yes, because the Lord destroyed our enemies. That's why. And now we are doing this to symbolize what? As a symbol of what?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Okay, so like, why do we do it today? Come on.
The destruction of our enemies, sir.
Yes, it is for the destruction of our enemies.
So that's why we doing the piece of the dedication?
Yes. Why does America celebrate Independence Day? Why do they
For
celebrate
destroying, for
yes,
destroying, for conquering somebody. I forgot who they conquered.
the British,
Okay, so
right?
that's why we celebrate the feast. Okay.
Yes, because we want to give the Most High the thanks for helping us in destroying the Greeks and getting back our land and our temple. You understand?
Yes.
Like all our high holy days is a form of what? All our high holy days and our feast days is a form of what?
Well, I'm not sure, but I know the moon. The moon is the moon feast day is celebrating the full moon or something like that. So isn't it all
No,
different?
no, sir. There is no. Somebody could read the screen for me. Who could read out on the screen for me there? I'll put it big. Read on the screen for me there.
I can't see that.
Read on the screen.
Come on. Who in class today?
Come on, can I got you? The first one, it says the Sabbath.
Right, the Sabbath.
The
Right,
second one says the Passover.
right.
The third one is the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Mm-hmm.
The fourth one is the Feast of First Fruits.
Right.
The fifth one is Memorial Blowing of Trumpets.
Mm-hmm.
The sixth one is Day of Atonement.
That's it.
The seventh one is the Feast of Tabernacles.
Mm-hmm.
The eighth is the Feast of Dedication, which we are in now, which is a Hanukkah. And then the ninth is Purim.
Yeah, right. There's no what? There's no full moon or whole moon or big moon. Nothing there. The
So
sun.
I could pull a precept, but we can show.
Yes, pull the precept, please.
Come on, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 2. It says, thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. You understand? It says, if I may, I don't want, this is one of the reasons why we don't follow, the moon as far as that, because we don't have the time as far as everything going. And, the heathen, they're confused at the signs of heaven right now.
So we don't follow the
Yes.
No.
moon?
Meaning this, when the brothers say we don't follow the moon, meaning we don't worship the moon. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
The moon and the stars, the moon is a star and they have their purpose in the sky, but we worship it. You understand? Mm-hmm. That's why the Lord said in give me where he said your moons and your feasts, right? Mm-hmm. He doesn't he basically sanctioned them. All right, let me see if I get it here quick for you. You know what I'm talking about?
Is it Isaiah 1:14 or is it an apocryphal one?
Try that one. What?
Isaiah 1:14 says, your new moons and your appointed feasts, my soul hates.
That's it. What did the Lord say?
Your new moons and your appointed feasts, my soul hated.
Right. The Lord is telling you that what? Your moons meaning what?
So like it's like how people try to call, like they say, the fullness of the moon is a whole nother month, or like they say, like every new moon is supposed to be a new high holy day or a new feast day.
Okay, now you're on it. So your new moons is what? You own it. What is your new moons? Somebody type it in for me.
So
what
like
your new moons?
So like it, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would your new moon be your God?
No, you almost had it.
So like it, sir.
On.
It's your feast days.
Yes, as the brother said here. your holidays. That's your new moon. You understand? That's why the Lord say your new moon. So when you see brothers celebrating Thanksgiving and saying this is the Lord, this is for the Lord, that's their new moon. That's their high holy day. That's not the Lord. Read on.
Come. Your new moons and your appointed feasts, my soul hated. They are
Right?
a
The Lord
trouble.
saying his soul what?
My soul hated.
The Lord hates it. There's hate in the Bible. You understand? There's hate in the Bible. The
Right.
Lord saying your new moon, he does what? He hates it.
Right.
You understand?
Like I
You
said,
don't love it. Come on.
could you also use Romans 1:25?
Yeah. 1 minute. Kodam, that was it on that scripture?
Sir, it says, they are a trouble unto me. I am
They are
weary
what?
to bear them. They are a trouble unto me.
Uh-huh.
I am weary to bear them.
Why is it a trouble unto him? Why? Because you sitting back celebrating your feast days, meaning what? You not giving remembrance to the Lord because you ain't doing what the Lord said to do. You understand? You worshiping the moon and the stars in heaven. The Lord don't want you to do that. You understand? Give me where it say in the Apocrypha where it says you worship the creature more than the creator or something like that. All right?
So like,
And hold it for me. Come on.
I think it's Romans 1:25.
Come on, bring it.
It says, "Who changed the truth? So like, who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than their Creator, who is blessed forever." Amen.
You understand? And there's this again in the New Testament. Why? Because our brothers and sisters, right, somehow always find a way to worship something that is not of God. Why? Why is that the case?
So like it, sir, as it says, they rather worship the creature instead of the creator.
Yes, why?
So like it, sir.
Come on.
The Christian church, sir.
No, okay, you giving me the institution. Well, why are they in the Christian church?
So like it, sir.
Come on.
Because it fits their lifestyle.
That's it. That's it. Go ahead, Cole, what you gonna say?
I'm about to say they don't require you to change anything or obey. You just do what the hell you want to do.
Yes, same thing. It fits your lifestyle. So if you a woman that like exotic dancing, guess what? You will be a Christian. And before you go out on that stage, you will say a prayer that they rain dollars on you. You understand? And you will feel fine with it. And you will wipe yourself off, put your clothes on, and then go in church on Sunday. You understand? And the pastor going to tell you, we all have to what? We all have to eat somehow. We gotta make a living. Sister so-and-so, where's my tithes? He care whether she was in you know what I mean, doing exotic dancing. No, she doesn't. He doesn't. You understand? And the Lord put this in the Bible to do what? To show us who we really supposed to be worshiping, what we really supposed to be worshiping. You understand? Right? And what's on this screen here? These are the high holidays that were ordained by God. Right. Not by man, by God. You understand? And every last one of them, there's some reference we could make to the Most High, especially that one that coming up in April 20th in Durham, North Carolina. You understand? The Lord's Passover, where he did what? Where he destroyed alive all the firstborn of Egypt. They were crying. They gave us all their gold, everything, and tell us go. We got to remember that. And the more and more we remember these high holy days, the more and more blacks and Hispanics do what? We wake up. And now, guess what? We ain't worrying about the Palestinians. We're not worrying about the Israelis. We're not worrying about anybody else, but we're going to worry about our brothers and sisters, like what General Katam did in New York. You understand? He showed us how to what? How to be a servant to our brothers and sisters who really needed service. You understand? We're going to worry about these things. We don't worry about the Palestinians. They did just fine. They are free. They are free people. They act like free people. That's why we don't understand and we try to cleave on to these other nations. These other nations are free. They're not as oppressed as black people. They didn't went through that hard labor, that unaliving on that scale like black people, Hispanics and Native Indians. You can imagine we should be able to walk out our house and see the Native Indian tribes. We should. By right, they were here first. We should be able to walk outside and see them, but we can't. We have to go on reservations to see the Native Indians. Why? Because we are oppressed in this place. You understand? And we're going to continue to be oppressed in this place if we don't start obeying the Lord and following his high holy days. We're going to have to do it. We're going to have to give up Christmas. We're going to have to give up Thanksgiving. We're going to have to give up Independence Day. And oh, sisters, we're going to have to give up Valentine's Day. We're going to have to give that one up. We're going to have to get them flowers and them chocolates up. Give it up. Them teddy bears, we're going to have to give it up. You understand? Them hearts, we're going to have to give it all the way up for the Lord and celebrate what he wants us to celebrate. You understand? Right. Now, anybody find anyone in the Apocrypha for me? Let me see. Any more on that put them on
we
what you call it
finished.
again?
We finished the one in Isaiah 1:14, sir.
Okay, good.
The last one.
All right, now carry back to Maccabees and finish it off for me. What we're saying?
Comic-Con, the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 58.
Mm-hmm.
Thus was there very great gladness among the people, for that the reproach of the heathen was put away.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 59.
Right,
Moreover,
the reproach of the heathens were what? Put away.
Comic-Con.
You understand? Like the Lord wants to what? He wants to unalive your oppressors. He wants to do it. And who can't do it better than the Lord? The Lord knows how to do some unaliving. He knows how to do it. Right? Read on.
Comic-Con. Verse 59. Moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year by the space of 8 days, from the 25th day of the month Caslu, with myrrh and gladness.
You understand? We are the actual Christians, not them in the Christian church. What does Christian mean? What does it mean?
SHALAM.
Oh, Jesus. Yahushua.
Yes, a follower of Christ. Right? I can't see when they raise their hand, so you gotta tell me, right? Right? So it's a follower of Christ. You can't be a follower of Christ when you're celebrating Christmas, when you're celebrating Thanksgiving, when you're celebrating Valentine's Day. But this place, right? And when I say this place, meaning America, this world that we're in, they use words in a hypocritical way. You understand? A Christian ain't a Christian, real Christian. You brothers and under Commander YAHANNA, you sisters, you all are the real Christians that walk the earth today. Because you actually fought Christ. If Christ was alive today, he will be doing what? He will be celebrating Hanukkah with the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? Right? Read on.
Come. Verse 50, it's like in verse 60. At that time, also they builded up the Mount Zion with high walls and strong towers round about, lest the Gentiles should come and tread it down as they had
Lest
done.
the what?
Lest the Gentiles should come and tread it down.
What did Gentiles here?
Yes, sir.
Come
The
on.
other nations.
The other nation, right? So you can clearly see what? There's a what? Context. You understand? Right? The context here is what? These Gentiles, what? Are the so-called what? In this case, were the Greeks. You understand? According to the Zondervan or Bible dictionary, the Bible dictionary that we use, it's what? What does it say about Gentiles?
Salaki, sir. It says that Gentiles are generally the other nations, but there is times when Gentiles are, in fact, Israelites, depending on context.
Yes, that's exactly what it says. All right. And these were these bastards that did what? That they do what? They could have steal our land. Just like who today? Just like the so-called Israelis, just like the Arabs. They think they could just steal our land and do what? Get away with it? Oh no. The Lord coming to see them. The Lord is coming to see because they are on stolen property.
That's right.
Right? You steal someone's identity today. Where are you going if they catch you? You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going for a judge, and the judge is going to give you that judgment to go do some time. Could be hard labor or what? Pay a fine. You understand? But because it's us, anybody allowed to do what? To do anything to us. So now you can steal our identity. You can steal our land. You can steal our culture. And what? It's illegal. They have made it legal. You understand? Just like what? What did they make legal?
Smoking weed, sir.
Yeah, but
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
They've made oppression legal.
Okay. You got to explain that a little bit for people. But there's something that they made legal. They made it legal.
Man can turn into a woman. Man can be a woman. A woman can be a man.
I'll take that, sis. You're right with that one. I'll take that. But there's something. Okay. Boy.
Sir.
Come on.
Salaki, sir. I was going to say abortion.
Yes, they made abortion legal. They did.
It's like a same-sex marriage.
That's along the same part what the sister was bringing out, correct? But something I'm looking for that they made legal.
Salaki, sir. When you say they, are we still talking
meaning the oppressor?
Oh, sir.
Right. When I say small hats, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Would it be slavery they made legal?
Very good, brother. Why you think you can't get reparations? Reparations for what? Slavery was legal.
It still is.
They went and sit down in Congress and made it what? Legal. And then in 1864 or 68, they made it what? Illegal. But it was entered into a what? Different form.
Sir.
If you go to
You understand?
if you go to prison, you still can have slavery.
Very good. That's your 13th Amendment, right? That's the 13th Amendment that they used to do what? They said that what? Somebody pull the 13th Amendment for me. All right? And then somebody give me where it speaks about if a man is found in your hand. Right? Meaning if you kidnap a brother.
So like I said, I have the 13th Amendment. It says the
Come
13th.
on.
The 13th Amendment to the United States Constitution provides that, quote, neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime, whereof the party
Except
shall
for what?
punishment for crime.
Except for a punishment of crime. So now, guess what you're going to do? And give me where it says, where I think it's in the Old Testament where it say they wake up with mischief, I believe, on their mind.
Come.
All right. But read it one more time for viewers. And before we read that, so to this announcement, Commander YAHANNA is going to be in Durham, North Carolina, this coming Friday. He's going to do a class on World War III. It's, you know what I mean? The news is not really giving you the gravity, you know what I mean, that we are in. You know what I mean, these days we are in right now. They're not. Right? They're still trying to do what? They're still trying to have you confused and think that everything will be what? Just fine. You understand? They're having you thinking that so-called Mexicans are invading America on the border when they're not. Come on. Somebody say Salakia.
Salakia, sir. I got the when you steal a man.
Come on.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 21 and verse 16, sir. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand.
If he does what? What time?
Or if he is found in his hand.
Start it over one more time. If he does what, man?
If he stealeth a man and selleth him.
He stealeth a man and selleth him. Right? What's that? You kidnap black people. You understand? You put them on ships and you brought them across here. We didn't willingly went in them ships. You understand? We weren't voyagers. You understand? We were migrants. We didn't do that. We were property. You understand? You chained us to them boats.
Right.
You understand? We had to go through an ordeal for months. If you're the brother at the bottom, Lord be with you. You understand?
Like it, sir.
The way they stacked us. You understand? Come on.
That's crazy too, because even with pimping, like human trafficking, you used to be able to see pimps outside on the stroll, but now instead of you a pimp and one of your hoes get locked up, or you get locked up for pimping, it's a smack on the wrist. Both y'all get a fine and you get out. Now they changed it to human trafficking charges. That's why you don't see pimps in long Cadillacs as much as you do on the street corners. That's how serious it is what you're saying. But we still can't get any justice for the so-called oppressor. But we were the first ones getting human trafficked.
Yes. Yes. We had genocide placed on us. How do you so say it? We had the whole book thrown at us.
Right.
The whole book. The whole genocide playbook thrown at us. Hold on. You understand there?
Yeah, yes, sir. Or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
Son, the Lord wants to unalive some people, man, for what they did to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He wants to. But we're going to have to start doing what the Lord said to do.
That's right.
You understand? The Lord can't have the Lord can't have a weed head walking down the streets of gold. Because guess what? If he has a weed head walking down the streets of gold, a crackhead walking down the streets of gold, or a drug dealer walking down the streets of gold, you understand? Or alternative lifestyle person walking down the streets of gold, what's going to happen? What you think is going to happen?
Nothing.
Nothing. Guess why? Because the so-called crackhead, he going to try to do what? He is digging up that road. He's going to pay the drug dealer. You understand? Then you have your lustful alternative lifestyle. He gonna need some clothes. You know what I mean? Them expensive woman clothes, right? They got no gold on that street. You understand? The Lord cannot have that. So we gonna have to get right. That's why the Lord give me where it says you're gonna have to take the mote out your own eye. Where Christ said it. Right? Who holding something? Somebody holding something else in there.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
If I had a question, if I could, so what
Come
would you
on.
say? What would you say to brothers who would say, or anybody who would say, like the Lord made our oppressor take us into slavery because we disobeyed God? So how is it like that he should
give me where it said the Lord, where it said the Lord is not the author of confusion.
Okay.
Right. And then in I think it's in Isaiah, I think it's either 18 and 23 or 23 and 18, where he says that the Lord does not want to unalive us.
So I got the I got it. Come. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33. For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. But for God is not the author of confusion.
Right. This is who tried to do this? Who was the first man that tried to do this? Hold on. K1, who was the first man that tried to do this?
Salaki, yes, sir.
Nimrod. Nimrod.
Salaki,
hold on. I'm gonna get his name. That one.
Salaki out of one.
Go ahead.
The serpent.
No.
Salaki, sir.
Okay.
Was it
when they say serpent? What you mean? What you mean about that one?
The white man out of one.
No. Okay. What did he do?
He tried to confuse Adam and Eve.
I say Esau try to confuse with us by Jesus.
No.
Is it Caesar Borgia, sir? The son of perdition?
No. When I say who was the first man, meaning who was the first? Okay. From Genesis to Revelation, who's the Bible for?
Israelite.
So when I say the first man, I'm talking about this Israelite and the men who the Lord basically chose up until Israel.
So we talking about Adam?
Very good. What did Adam do? Remember, the serpent didn't blame the Lord. The serpent he deceived Eve. What did Adam do?
He allowed Eve to deceive him.
Yes, but what did Adam do when the Lord came to see him in the garden?
Lucky, sir.
So, hold on, Kawal.
He
hid, but what did he do? What did he say to the Lord?
So he blamed the what? Blamed the woman.
Yes. He blamed the woman. You understand? He blamed the woman for doing it. Which means what? He tell the Lord what? Is the woman you gave me. He's doing what? He's telling the Lord that he's what? The author of what? Confusion, basically. It's your fault. It ain't my fault. You understand? How many of us ever heard people saying, making reference to the fact that it's the Lord that creates so-called alternative lifestyle. He created these worlds. You ever hear people say that?
Kind of one.
Yes, those are what you call sinners. You understand? Those are sinners. Those are people who are making what? Excuses. The Lord is not the author of what? Confusion. He is not. You understand?
It's not, sir.
Go ahead.
I think the pork eaters did the same thing too.
Yes.
No, God made the pig.
Yes. Yes. From the rooter to something to say. Pig nose, everything, gain eat. Tail, everything. From the nose to the tail. You understand? And as Abada once say, they said, why would he make something I can't eat? You are dumb. Go eat a vulture. Go eat a vulture. You wouldn't eat a vulture, right? Because you know you'll be straight up dead or in the hospital. You understand? With liquid coming out from every hole. You understand? But you just want to create your own diet. Well, go ahead. Be a fool.
So like I said,
come on.
If I could, just because I know how Christians get, and I could see a Christian at camp saying the Lord didn't ask Eve to sin against him, but the Bible says that the Lord sent this nation that's swift as the eagle from afar, basically to punish us for sinning against the Most High. So at that point, what would you say to how's the Lord gonna punish them for doing something that He sent them to do?
Okay, punish who? The heathens?
Khan.
Good question. Give me Baruch 4 and 6. Give me Baruch 4 and 6.
So like I said, this is Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction.
Hold on. Ye were what?
Ye were sold to the nations. Not for your destruction.
What?
Not for your destruction.
Now you're sad to see smoke coming through that Christian airs.
Right.
Be like, where's that? Oh, what book is that you're reading out of? Now you had a break. Explain the book you're reading out of. It's the Apocrypha, you dummy. The book that they took out of the King James. You get a 1611 smack in the middle. You understand? The Apocrypha mean what? Hidden. The Catholic Church took it out. Right? And in there it has what? The history of the so-called Native Indians and the Hispanics taking a journey from the west, from the east to the west, from the old world to the new world. Right. So read it one more time.
Khan, this is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved God to wrath, ye were delivered.
So guess what? It ain't no different. It's just like this, right? Like the laws in the Bible, right? When the Lord said, "Thou shalt not steal," is it just saying that we should not steal from our brothers and sisters? Can we rob an oppressor? No, we can't. You understand? We can't do it. You can't be in this captivity, in this oppression, and you do what Hamas did. That is what? What is that according to the Bible?
That's stealing a man and selling him. It's a
No,
sin.
what Hamas did, what's that called? What is that called? Come on.
Murder.
Murder. That's what it's called. Straight up and down murder. You understand? You understand? You cannot do that. You can't go and pick a gun up and decide, you know what? I had enough of this oppression. All these oppressors going to have to pay. And I'm going to start it. Negro, you're going in the dirt and nobody following you. You dummy. You understand? So when the Lord have these rules, yes, give rules on if you go to war and you with your own people, right? Have rules for when you go to war with your own people. He have rules on if you go to war with these heathens, what not to do. One war told them what? Do not bring anything from there into the camp. Burn everything in that city. Guess what some of our dumb behinds did? We brought it back. You understand? The Lord don't play.
Slaga, sir.
Men play. The Lord don't. Come on.
Would you also use Ezekiel 35:5 in that battle as well? Would that be something to use?
Read what that said for me.
It says Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Yes. Like we right now, we know what? Calamity. You ask 10 brothers, what's their nationality, brother? And you're going to get 10 different answers. Trust me. You understand? In the next 20 years, you might get 50 different answers. You understand? Right? Like, this is our time. We are full out destroyed. We are full out oppressed in this place. You can imagine black men today don't know the Mexicans are the brothers, don't know that Hispanics and Native Indians are the brothers. Why? Because we destroyed. We can't even see the brother who is a Muslim can't even see that the Christian brother, they're both brothers. They can't even see that. Because why? We destroyed. You understand? Right? Any more on that?
Sir.
Yeah. I know you're gonna have to, you know what I mean, when you're talking to these Christians, you gotta the spirit behind, you know what I mean, questions like this. More than likely, the spirit behind questions like these, right, is what's the spirit behind it?
So like I said, they want you to love white people.
That's it. They want you to love the oppressor. They want you to love oppression just like they love oppression. You understand? They're in the quicksand, but guess what? You walking by, they want to pull you down in the quicksand with them. No, brother, no sister. I'm good right here on firm ground. I'm good right here. And when I say firm ground, what I mean?
So like I said,
in
the truth.
Go ahead. Yes, in the truth. You understand? I'm good right here. Christianity, I've seen the destruction of Christianity. I've seen the destruction of Islam in our community. Christianity in our community. All these religions, I've seen the destruction of them. You understand? There is one thing that have not destroyed the black community, and is this truth. This truth wake you up, turn you into a different person. And when I say different person, what does the Bible call it?
Salaki, sir.
Uh-huh.
It's called born again.
Yes. It's called born again. You understand? Turns you into a different person. So whoever it was in the world, ain't no matter. You are who now? You are YAHANNA now. You're a Mac. You understand? You got you Lahab. That's who you are now. Brand new. You understand? That's why when a sister comes in here, she becomes as a what? She is considered a what? In here.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
If I may, she's a virgin now. She's new.
Yes. Yes. She's brand new. You understand? She comes in here and start changing her life. She is brand new. She never knew anyone unless she had a husband already. You understand? But she's brand new. She's a new sister. You understand? Right? Any more on that?
A lot, sir.
Okay. It's scripture say I was holding in, oh boy. I forget.
You had a couple of them that you want to held on.
Come on.
Where Christ said not the mote in your eyes, and then it was another one.
Yes, give me that one.
Okay, come on. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 3. It says, "And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but consider not the beam that is in thine own eye?"
Good night. What is Christ telling him here? What verse in?
Book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 3, sir.
Book of Matthew 7, verse 3. Go one up.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 2. For with what, well, I jumped to verse 1, sir, because you know the Christians love to say this. This is a book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 1. It says, "Judge not that ye not be judged." It's like that ye be not judged.
Right.
Verse 2, "For with what judgment..."
Right. Yeah, you're right. Them Christians love to say, "Don't judge me. Don't judge me."
Right.
Well, sis, stop wearing that clothes. Put on some clothes. I want how to tell you nothing. Right? And what is it we see? Come on. What does this actually say?
Oh.
Salaki, sir.
It's basically like going along the lines of like when they say like God, like only God can judge me, or like don't judge me. Like, in other words, like, you know, if you so quick to judge somebody else, you gotta look at yourself. It's kind of like something my grandfather used to always say. It's kind of like saying, you know, the eye beholds everything but itself. In other words, you're looking out, but you're not looking in. You're not looking within yourself, correcting yourself, but you're quick to judge others. In that sense.
Okay, you give me what okay, the spirit behind it basically. I'm asking, what is the scripture actually saying when it says what? Read it one more time.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 2. "Judge not that ye be not judged."
Right. It said, "Judge not, lest ye be what?
That ye be not judged."
That ye be not judged. Meaning what?
Doesn't that
Come
mean,
on.
Doesn't that mean?
Hold on, sis. Hold on, sis. Come on, Kowal.
Would an example of that kind of be like when the woman was about to get stoned, and Christ told everybody, "Hey, let he without sin cast the first stone," because judgment is like punishment, like it's like judgment is like to punish. So like she was rightfully to get stoned, but everybody checked themselves like, "Damn, well, I am eating pork behind this tree. I am smoking weed. I can't stone her." So it's like they had to check the sense before you know. Like that's what Sadducees and Pharisees was doing that all the time.
Yes, correct. Sis, what you was going to say, Slakia?
I was gonna say you have to be right. Long as you righteous, you're not doing it. For example, like something like he said. For example, if I'm not smoking weed, and then I see somebody else smoking weed, I can judge them long as I'm not doing it.
Okay. When you say you could judge, you know what? You can slap the blunt out of the hand.
Long as I'm not being a hypocrite. Based on as long as I'm not being a hypocrite, as long as I'm not doing what they do, I can judge them.
So meaning what? You could walk up to them and slap the blunt out their hand and tell them don't smoke.
I would like to.
No, don't do that. What does it mean?
I have to tell my brother and my sister, you can't do that. Don't do that. That's not good for you. You damaging basically God's temple.
Yes, right. You are not going to do any judging. Who does the judging?
So like it, sir,
Who does the judging? The Lord does the judging. You understand? That's why it's saying don't judge, man, unless you what? Be judged. You understand? You behind closed doors smoking weed, but you coming out and telling a brother, yo, the Lord gonna kill you for smoking. What you doing inside the room with the ashtray? What you doing? You coming out and telling people what the Lord gonna do? What? Lord gonna put you to death. Where's the stone? You want to be the first one to pick the stone to hit that woman that was caught in adultery, but yet and still you climbing through a brother window to get to his woman. You understand? Right? When Christians talk about judge, they're basically saying you can't tell me not to eat pork. You can't tell me not to live this alternative lifestyle. Why you judging me? When all we're doing is what? We just reading out the Bible. We telling you what the Lord's to do. We ain't stoning nobody. And did we stone anybody as yet for eating pork? Abadan, have you stolen any brothers in Jamaica for eating pork? Huh?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet. You understand? But what? You told them, you open the Bible and read it to them what? That they shouldn't eat pork. Else the Lord is going to do the judging.
Right.
You understand? Right? Read on, Kudam.
Verse 2. For with what judgment ye judge, you shall be judged.
You understand? You want to stone somebody to death? You want somebody to die for smoking weed, but yet and still you sucking on a pork knuckles, on a pig knuckles. Guess what, Negro? Read it one more time.
For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged.
Yeah, you're gonna get that judgment. You want to tell your brothers, you want to get up on the mic and tell brothers, you're gonna have to stop smoking weed or the Lord gonna kill you. But brother, you're gonna have to toss that pack of cigarette. You gotta stop sleeping with brother's woman. You're gonna have to stop doing it. Or else the same judgment you hold in a brother's head, it's gonna get on yours. Sisters likewise. Come on.
So like I said, if I may, this would be perfect for the Christian pastor because he always trying to tell somebody to get their life right when his life ain't right.
Yeah, because he's sleeping with every dumb woman in there.
Right.
Every dumb woman in there he's sleeping with. All right, read on.
And with what measure ye met, it shall be measured to you again.
Right? And he's just telling you, whatever you give out is what you're going to get back. What I call that in physics?
And what search?
Book of science. Huh?
So like, I just couldn't hear what you had said. So like,
what do they call that in science or in physics?
So like, sir, is it equal and opposite reaction?
It's Newton's law.
Right.
One of his laws, right? For every action, there's a what? A reaction.
An opposite reaction.
Yes. There's repercussions for everything you do against the law. There's some type of repercussions. You have a child and you tell a child, don't play with matches. Don't do this. Don't go here. And a child is not listening. There's repercussions for a child not listening to his parents or her parents. You understand? There's some type of repercussion. Well, the Lord is the same way too. You are going to get some type of repercussion if you disobey the Lord. You understand? And if you know, the more you know, the what? The greater the offense. You understand? The more you know, the greater the offense. You understand? You know you're not supposed to be a drug dealer, and you do what? You still being a drug dealer? Trying to be this big drug dealer? Guess what? We'll come in here. You understand? Read on.
Verse 3. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye?
Right? What is he saying?
So like I said,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you so quick to point out the mote or the imperfection in your brother, but the beam in your eye is a fault is greater, and that's inside yourself.
Yes. Yes. Most of you, when somebody offend you, guess what? You want what I call it? You want call that again, boy. What's the word I'm looking for?
Revenge, sir.
Revenge.
Revenge. I'm gonna take that for now. You want it, boy. Your blood is hot. But guess what? You don't look at what's inside you. You don't look and see what you did wrong. You quick to look at brother being at fault, but you ain't looking at what your fault is. You understand? And Christ is trying to do what here? Christ is trying to make sure that what? What is he trying to make sure here of? Starts with an H.
So like, is there humble yourself?
No, not humble yourself. I'll take that. Kodam. But he's trying to make sure you are not a what? So
hypocrite.
Yes, a hypocrite. You understand? And make sure you're not a hypocrite. You're telling brothers that the Lord gonna judge them, the sisters that the Lord gonna judge them, and guess what? You doing everything you tell them not to do. You are a what? A hypocrite. You telling brothers to try and do everything legal, but yet still your life it's wrong doing illegal stuff. You're a hypocrite. And the Lord spew out. You understand?
All
right. Any more? You was holding.
There was another one I was holding where you said the Lord don't have pleasure in death.
Yeah, I think that's in Isaiah. Check Isaiah.
I got
18 and 23. Huh?
It's Ezekiel. Sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 18, verse 32. For I have no pleasure in the death of him that dieth, said the Lord God.
Yeah, so you understand? The Lord said he have no pleasure in it. He have no pleasure in seeing a brother or a sinner dying because of his sin. You don't have pleasure in that. You understand? Read on.
Wherefore turn yourselves and live ye.
Right? He's saying what? Turn yourself what? From this world. Turn yourself from this world. Read on.
That's the end of the chapter, sir. It goes to verse Ezekiel 19, chapter 19.
Right. Okay. That's it on that then. The Lord can turn yourself from this world.
So like I said,
he wants you to come on.
No, so I was going to just tell you there was a question online. Whenever you want it.
Come on, what's your question?
Kind. So like, there's a question from Officer Mahayar. It says, Salaki, sir, can I get some precepts to combat anxiety and depression?
Mm-hmm. So for one of the first things we have to do is this. Give me where it says to combat anxiety and what?
Depression.
Right? Now, give me in the Apocrypha where it says where it says for, I don't want to mess the paraphrase, where it talks about the physician. Let's start there.
About the what, Sir Slagia?
Physician. Where it say honor the physician.
Kind, sir.
Right? And those of you who, who out there, you like, share, and subscribe, man. Like we're here, like, share, and subscribe.
This is the book of...
We here to wake Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians up. All right, come on.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 38, verse 1. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which he may have of him, for the Lord have created him.
You understand? Just like the Lord created meat, but the Lord was self-medicating. No. You have to. But to combat it, you're going to have to do what? First, you're going to have to do what? How do you combat anxiety and depression? What's the first thing you're going to have to do?
Salaki, sir.
Realize you got a problem.
Yeah, that's the first thing. You got to realize you have a problem. Then the next thing you're going to have to do is what?
Put a pill in your mouth.
Salaki, sir.
You're self-medicating, Yaramak.
Salaki.
And he said, pop a pill in your mouth. I'm thinking ecstasy or something.
What
we call that pill that people like to take for attention? What's the name of that pill? Kowal? Huh?
Adderall? Xanax?
No, it's a pill. I forget. Xanax. That's it. You know what I mean? You're looking for a Xanax distributor. Don't do that. Right? Somebody was going to say something?
Salaki, sir. You're going to say, like, get help, like go to like a physician, like not a physician, but like a therapist or a what do you call it? A psychotherapist or a psychologist? Like,
yes, just meaning go to a doctor to see what the issue is. Maybe the anxiety and depression coming from some mental issue you have. Just maybe. But you go to the doctor first, right? And you let that doctor sit down and analyze you. All right? Now the doctor may find something is truly, truly wrong with you and prescribe some medication for you. You understand? You take the medication. Should you read up it and see the side effects, what it may cause? You could do it if you want to. You know what I mean? Educate yourself on the stuff that you're taking. You understand? If you find, this ain't right for you, you ask the doctor, what else can I take beside this? Because I see such and such, such and such. This would happen and I'm working and I don't want to feel sleepy. This, that, the other. And the doctor will tell exactly what to do, how to go about taking it. That's that's you combating it. That's you looking for what? For a solution to the problem. First step you're gonna have to do. You understand? Or the doctor might say what? What the doctor could say.
Salaki.
Come on.
That there's nothing wrong with you?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with you. I know there's nothing wrong with you, then
What about
come on.
praying? 2 Kings 1:3. Praying, asking for.
We come into that, sis. Trust me, we come into that. Because now, if you don't have a problem, guess what? You may have to come in here and get counsel on what the situation is. And then with that counsel, it may lead to what? Depending on the situation, you may have to do what? You may be told to do what? To fast. What does fasting do?
So like I said,
Give me to the scriptures. Pull a precept. What does fasting do? Give me where Christ said it.
Asking for help. You fast and you
Say that one more time.
So like it, sir.
fast and asking for
come
help.
on.
Fast for 3 days. And eventually you have a close, I forgot how I would say, get close with God, and you're gonna ask for help. Judah 4:10.
Okay. Okay.
Sir.
It's not 1 minute, Yanis, Lahab, 1 minute, right? Sis, it's not just that alone. We're gonna show exactly what fasting is and how should we about do. I come Lahab, what you gonna say?
So like it's like fasting is you know, some demons you can't fight unless you fast.
Yes, but pull the precept for me, right?
So
And I
like it,
think
sir.
I said say what? I said say find some ways to cope with it. Sis, you're going on the wrong path. Say it straight up. You better come in here, get with the calendar, and get
So like
straight.
it.
In here, 1 minute, we don't find ways to cope with nothing in here.
Right.
Don't find ways to do nothing. You do what? You go get counsel and you'll be told how to go about doing it. You understand? You're going to find some way that might lead down the path to doing what?
drugs, sir.
Yeah. And now you are an addict. You understand? That's the path you're going to go down. You don't want that. You have brothers and sisters in here. If you are going through some type of pressure and ain't nothing wrong with you mentally, you bring that on me. You bring your burden on me. Bring it to me. Let that burden be my burden too. Let me go through the depression with you too and show you how to conquer it. Understand?
So like it, sir.
Right? Come
I
on.
got a precept for you asked what fasting does for you. It's
Go
Psalms
ahead.
35 and 13. It says, but as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth. I humbled my soul with fasting, and my prayer returned into mine own bosom.
You understand? That's a form of what? Depression right there. And he did what? He fasted, right? Fasted for what? Fasting brings what? It's strengthening your spirit. Why? Because depression and what? And it was anxiety could be a form of what? A demon on you. So you're gonna have to what? Strengthen your spirit. You understand? You are weak when you give in. You're weak. You thinking you could cope with this on your own? You are actually weak. You are weak to what? What you weak to? Find ways to cope with it. What you weak to? What could you be weak to? Whatever way you find. You understand? It could be what? Weed. Then you're what? You're weak to weed. Then weed is ruling your life. Then pills is ruling your life. You popping all type of pills to deal with your situation. Doctor ain't prescribe it. You prescribe it to yourself. You'll find ways to cope with nothing. You understand? What did Christ say? Come on.
no, so like I was gonna ask, could you use the story in Tobit with the woman who had that demon on her as an example, and just the part basically where even though she was all the women in the town was telling her to go kill herself, they were trying to spread that demon of depression and suicide on her, but she remembered one thing, which was to not dishonor her father, and for people who are going through those things, remember to just not dishonor Commander General YAHANNA and stay in the truth regardless of what's happening. So like it.
Yes, she didn't just cope with it. You understand? You didn't just do that. You didn't just cope with it. Understand? You get counsel on how to cope with it. You don't just come up with coping with it on your own. You know what I mean? You think you think it's simple. You know what I mean? This anxiety and depression, this is something that's been plaguing our community. This is number one thing that leads Black people to do what? Self-medicate, to get on drugs. You understand? That's a good example you brought up also too, which shows you that what? That whole her getting over her demon, what would you call that today? That's what? She used what? What did she use to get over
Salaki, sir.
her demon? Come on.
Witchcraft.
No. Why we can't say witchcraft?
So like I said, witchcraft is unlawful.
Yes. Right? It would be considered what? Medicine today. The brother, the angel told, was it Tobit?
Khan, sir. This was in Tobit.
Right. It wasn't Tobit, but who's the brother? I forget the brother's name.
So like I said, that the brother who came and saved her, basically.
Yes.
Good night.
I forgot his name, but the angel told him to go get I think with 3 fish and burn it. Tobias, I think it's Tobias.
Yeah,
and burn it. You understand? Before he goes in there with her. You understand? And that took who? Asmodeus, like most of these women out here. Asmodeus is your best friend. You ain't married to Christ, you married to Asmodeus. You understand? And you'll need more than 3 fishes to get them demons off. You might have to get on their medication your doctor prescribed for you. You understand?
Salaki, sir.
You might take the whole ocean just to get a demon off for some of you women. Come on.
Salaki, I had a question. Is that Asmodeus? Is it the same as schizophrenia? Is that what that is? If I believe I'm correct.
Okay, Asmodeus is a demon. It is not like a form of the depression you're talking about. Asmodeus was a demon. That was the name that the demon have. Right? And the sister, she had a demon that was just doing what? Killing husbands. You understand? Can't say that it was schizophrenia or what. But that demon on her was causing her to kill her husbands. You understand? All right. What did I say to go? Did I tell it to go anywhere?
So you was asking for what Christ said?
I think I was asking. Go ahead.
Oh no, so I was saying you was asking for what Christ said about fasting.
Did anybody get it?
So like I said, is it this? Are you speaking of the story when the disciples couldn't heal the brother, and Christ said
yes
that they? I got it in Mark. I think it's Mark. What is it? 9 and it's like Mark 9 and 28.
Come on.
Sorry, verse 27. But Yahweh Shai took It's like, but Yahushua took him by the hand and lifted him up, and he arose. Verse 28. And when he was come into the house, his disciples asked him privately, why could not we cast him out? Verse 29. And he said unto them, this kind can come forth by nothing but by prayer and fasting.
Right? And that's how you get strength. Yeah, I mean, sometimes what may require you to do is to fast. Right? Fast. Right? And now you may be able to cope with whatever you're going through. Meaning what? You are going to what? Build that strength up. You understand? Because sometimes, you know what I mean, your depression and anxiety may not need medication for it. You understand? But you will have to talk to the priest of the Lord to figure out the best way to go about beating this demon. You understand? Most of us try to do it on our own. And with trying to do it on our own, sometimes we fall, and we fall real hard. And the fall real hard sometimes is difficult to get back up depending on how hard you fall. Because you thought you were, you know what I mean? You were how to put it? You were strong, basically. You thought you were strong enough to deal with this demon. You understand? By yourself. You decided to what? Cope with it. You understand?
So like I said, could you use Matthew 4
Go ahead.
as well?
Go ahead, read that for me.
It's I started verse 2, Matthew 4:2. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward a hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the Son of the Most High, command that these stones be made bread. In verse 4, but he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High.
Yes, I'll take that also too. That shows you what fasting do. It strengthens you. Because what is a demon's job? Sister in Fayetteville, what is a demon's job?
To stop you from going to Christ, stop you from worshiping Christ and Jesus, Yahushua.
Okay. In what way? How is he going to stop you? In what way? Hold on.
To distract you, like for example, if I say I want to come to class and something try to distract me from going to class, you know, that's just a demon trying to distract me from not going. Or I say, you know what, I got something else to do, or that's a spirit on me trying to stop me from hearing the word.
You right, but that's him doing his work. But okay, what is his ultimate goal?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Demons want you to die, or like
what?
Demons want you to die, sir.
That's it. A demon wants to put you in the grave. So guess what? He will come and whisper in the ears and tell you what? Don't worry about that. You could cope with it. You good. You don't need no help. You good. You know, Tyrone, get the best weed. Best.
Salaki, sir, I think we lost you. I think we lost your sound, sir. Salaki.
Testing. You can hear me now?
Kind of what sir.
All right. Oh, I'm mute. That's you can hear me now, right? Better?
Kind of what sir.
Yeah. And now guess what? before, and this is what happens sometimes also too. See, like what sister said, right? Sister said what? She tried, she gave us an example of her trying to come to class and Satan trying to stop her from coming to class. But the end result of you not coming to class is you doing what? You doing something to anger the Lord where he unalives you. Where now you put yourself in harm's way. And that's all it takes. Understand? A demon's job is to unalive you. Straight up. You understand? Right?
Kind of say.
Good. Now give me Matthew 11. Matthew, I think 11 and 28 to 30. Come on.
Matthew chapter 11, verse 28 through 30. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest.
So who's that talking there right now? Who's speaking there?
Christ.
Christ. Now, take all the Christianity offer. What is Christ saying?
He's saying, put all your burdens on me.
On me, right? But Christ is not here physically today. So what is he saying?
He's saying,
go ahead, Brother. You got it.
So he's saying, all ye that labor are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. He's saying that I guess lean on your brothers. I don't want.
That's it. This is what? These are brotherhood class, and he's telling you to do what? Lean on your brother, Ak. Lean on him. You understand? Because you in the mess, you in what you call you in the doo-doo. So guess what? You ain't smelling it. You've been in it for a while. It smelled bad for about 2 days. After a while, they get comfortable in it. But I can tell you, no, brother, you want to step out of it. Just step to the left. Step to the left. You understand? You want a brother who is what? Who is on the outside and looking in. Because while you're in it, while in that depression, while in anxiety, you're not seeing a way out. And Christ is telling you to do what? To bring your burdens in here. Bring it in here. You have an issue, go talk to your camp leader. You have to go sell bags. You understand? You don't have to go sell your blood. You don't have to go do, you know what I mean? Anything that's unlawful so that you have to eat. You understand? You're depressed. You don't have to go smoke. You don't have to go do drugs. You go tell your camp leader what the issue is. You go tell that brother what the issue is. You understand? You go do that. Read on.
Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye
and he's saying what?
Unto your soul.
And what is Christ saying here?
Sir, he's saying that
come on.
He's saying put your burden on me, for he is meek and lonely in heart. That means he's humble. He has a humble heart. And you should find rest, and you're gonna find peace when you lay your burdens on your brother.
Yeah, now you take your yoke off and you get it to your brother. Guess what? You're good. Now your brother, he gonna show you how to keep that yoke off your neck. Most of us come in here thinking that it's going to get fixed overnight. Sometimes things ain't getting fixed overnight. Might take years before some things get fixed. But the mere fact you in here getting all the help and assistance that is here for you. You understand? Mean one day you're going to overcome that anxiety, that depression that you're going through. You understand? We're going to teach you how to fight. All right? And sometimes it may take you picking up the phone and getting counsel. If you tried to do it, what? You try the physician's way. The physician tell you don't need medication. Then you bring it to your camp leader. You call your camp leader and talk to him and let him know what you're going through. You understand? All right. Any more on that?
Sir. Verse 30. It says, "For my yoke is easy and my burden is light."
Right. He's saying that what? Take what I'm teaching you, because it's what? My yoke is light. My burden is my yoke is easy. My burden is what? Light.
So like
meaning what? Come on.
So he's basically saying that he's like, you got a heavy burden. My burden is light. So put some on me.
Yes. You take mines.
Come on.
Right? And it said you will what? Find rest. Read it one more time.
Verse 29. "Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart."
What is he saying? Take my yoke and learn of me. You understand? And Christians gonna take that and think it's what? Something mythical. Now they're going home and guess what? They're gonna talk to Christ. Right. And somehow it's going to disappear. When that is not it. That's not how things just disappear. Things will just disappear. You can't just go talk to Jesus. You close your bedroom and say, "Jesus, I want you to help me stop smoking weed, stop snorting coke. You know what I mean? Stop, you know what I mean, having intercourse with these heathens. I need your help, Jesus." That's not how it works. You understand? Ain't how it works. You're going to have to get some help. You got to come to class. You got to clean yourself up. And now we talk about depression. And who knows what brought on in depression? Could be a debt that you're still reeling from a loved one, which is understandable. But you don't have to bring it. You don't have to talk about it. You're going to have to talk to someone about it. You understand? You understand? Don't go talk. You think you in the closet talking to Christ. You talking to Azurius. You understand? You talking to Satan. And before you know, you are going to be in a jail cell, in a hospital, and you wondering how the hell you got in here.
So like it, sir.
You understand? Come on.
Like what you're saying is like so heavy. It's because being an Israelite, we pray for strength. You know, all throughout the Bible, the Israelites, they pray for strength. A Christian will pray for it to go away. You get what I'm saying? So like whenever those situations do come back and hit them again, they don't know how to how to deal with it because they never faced it head on. You know what I mean? That's why I say like that's heavy, man.
Yes. Right, read on.
"And ye shall find rest unto your souls, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light."
That's it. Meaning to what? To do what Christ is asking us to do. It ain't hard, Doc. It ain't hard. His burden is light. For you to get there, you're going to have to come on what? Lay your burdens on him. Meaning, you're going to have to bring your burdens to brother in this truth. And Commander Jerry Yohanna already set men up. Jerry Muhammad is the best counselor on the planet Earth. Akim Akwath. You hear what I'm telling you? Best counselor on the planet Earth. You understand? Whenever the doctor miss, he's gonna pick up. He's gonna tell you everything. You understand? You're gonna have to do what? You're gonna have to follow. You're gonna have to obey. You understand? Right? All right, come on.
That's it on that
Right?
other one.
And that's it on. Right? You have any issues? You pick that phone up and give your camp leader a call, man. Give your camp leader a call. He can put you in the right direction. Right? Give me I think it was first. I think it's First Peter's. Give me First Peter's 5 and 7.
Shalak everyone.
Go ahead.
1 Peter 5 and 7. Casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you.
You understand? All your cares. Meaning, what's your cares?
Shalak everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Your cares would be like whether you're gonna eat today.
Yes, meaning what? In other words, what is it talking about?
Put your life in his hands, in the Most High's hands.
No, okay, you were right when it say you care about what you're going to eat today, right? But okay, it's speaking about what your cares is what you are worrying about, what's depressing you, what have you anxious. You understand? Sometimes you have food to eat, so guess what? You don't know where you're going to get this money from to pay these bills. You understand? Maybe you just need to pick the phone and call your camp leader and he tell you, sis, lay out everything for me, or brother, lay out everything for me. What you spend money on? Well, so I like going apostille some money every month to go on a vacation. I have all these subscriptions. Maybe you had to cut back. Maybe you had to do things. Maybe you find ways like that for you. Maybe tell you may have to fast for this one, sis or brother. You may have to fast for this, that, the other. You understand? That's why you're going to have to call, because each situation, right, it may require something different. You have to do a different solution to the problem. Same problem, but it might be a different solution to it. You understand? Right? Right? And now I'm gonna show you, or the brother, your camp leader, or if you need that, not real, that, you know what I mean, that counseling, then they're gonna figure out ways to care for you. How they should care for you. You understand? How Commander Jerry Yohanna should care for you as his sons and daughters. You understand?
Sir.
Because sometimes your cares, you know what I mean, might be what, a pipe dream. Sometimes. But you don't know unless you pick the phone up and call. If you want to sulk and be depressed all day, in here, we don't we don't baby depression. We don't pamper depression. We don't pamper anxiety. We do not do that. Because that would be you doing what? You'll be catering to who?
Shalaki.
Come on.
The demon, sir.
Yeah, you be catering to a demon. And we don't babysit demons in here. You understand? It's either that demon going to leave you or you and that demon going to leave. You choose. You understand? You choose. But you can't have the boat.
All
right? You good with or you need some more? Just let me know. All right. Okay. Any more questions?
So like I said, I think the person online said, "What's his number, sir?" I don't know what they're referring to.
I don't know. Oliviano, you gotta tell me what number you're talking about. What city in? What and I'll give you the number to your camp, to that camp leader. All right. If that's the question. All right. If you want to donate money, net, then go where it is, go on I.S.U.P.K 144.com. Right? Type it right in here for you. And you can go there and donate money. All right.
Salagi, sir. I guess she said, what is it? He stated something about call the general for counseling. So
Oh, no. Yeah, I see what Olivia said. Olivia, we have certain ways we go about things first. Just tell me the city in, and I get you in contact with your I'll get you in contact with your camp leader. Tell me the city in.
So like I said, I think you went over the time, sir. The hecklers are coming out.
Yeah, I see that.
So like it.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, Howard Shy is a molester. I just need my glasses. You're simpleton. You know what I mean?
Good night.
Yeah. It's as simple as the day is old. You know what I mean? I'll show you in your drawers behind the computer right now. You know what I mean?
So like I said,
black power. Fight the power. All right? Come on.
So like
Any question?
So like I said, if I could, why is it that hecklers and all these crazy people, why they always come behind a fake page? Why is it never just themselves, saying these things? So I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, because Asmodeus is trying to let them hide. They're scared. Scared. You know what I mean? You want to play with Asmodeus, you go ahead. We ain't doing that here. But you all looking at the news, right? I believe Muhammad touched on it yesterday also too with this sister. The sister who is the president of Harvard. Right? You all heard what she was saying? You all heard what she said?
Like
Anybody?
She mentioned something about anti-Semitism on their campus, and she's like sparking like not rumors, but sparking like a big old controversy behind it. Say what now? Anti-Semitism, right? It's like up on campus.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
Let me see if I could play a little bit for you all. All right. Or what take place. So now they're calling for her to basically resign. They want her to lose her job. And this is what, I mean, as brothers and sisters, this is what you're going to have to, you're going to have to come to face with. You understand? You're going to have to decide who side on. right?
So like,
Give me that where Joshua said it. Where he said for me and my house. Come on.
do you want me to clean house with all of the lettering posts, or do you want me to leave it?
Let me see. Let me see if you could clean with Axion Planet.
Yeah, kind.
Yeah, clean him. He needs to go on what do I call that? That sound like we call them that strip. That was online stuff. Forget what you call it. With all them women be on.
Black.
Oh, what's it? No, fans, only fans. What's the only fans name? You're in the wrong. You're in the wrong class. This ain't only fans. All right. The great. Where all of these clowns came out from, eh?
Good night.
Man, come on, man. He talking about some. I ain't never pronouncing the name correct. Planet. Tell us how we fake Jews.
Where you see this? They're the comment. No.
Yeah, we straight up in some group here. These Ku Klux Klan members all the way in. Come on, you all sit down and learn something. You understand? And after this, go learn how to tie that hood good. But learn something right now. Black people are going to be your rulers just in a little bit.
That's
so enjoy
right.
it right now. Have fun right now. Type all the way. Beat them keys in. Have fun. We're gonna wake black people up. Trust me. You have fun. Go tell your oppressor buddies that these black men that command and join your hand raising up, we ain't thugs, we ain't criminals. You know what I mean? We are priests and prophets of the Lord. We the real Jews the Bible speaks of. We the real Jews the Bible speaks of. You understand? Yeah, I know I can't talk properly. That's some white man. I know. You hear accent that's not American, you can't talk properly. You can't talk properly, but you talk best. Yeah, we know. You murdering bastards. Who have it? Who have it for me? Hold on, let me get it. Let me get it. Watch how learn some of these black men is. Watch this. How do I just add the screen and then do I go here? Okay, you can see my screen now? Tell me if you all hearing it. If you all hearing it twice, right?
Free inquiry in our diverse community cannot proceed if we let.
How is the song then? Like you hearing it twice?
It's like echo.
Okay. I'm a mute.
Its shape be dictated by outside forces, end quote. Shabbos Kestenbaum's a second-year grad student at Harvard. Including calls for the removal of to defend the independence of the university and to resist political pressures that are at odds with Harvard's commitment to academic freedom, including calls for the removal of President Claudine Gay. The critical work of defending a culture of free inquiry in our diverse community cannot proceed if we let its shape be dictated outside forces, end quote. Shabbos Kestenbaum's a second-year grad student at Harvard. He joins me now. Shabbos, here's the moment on Capitol Hill that started it all. Watch.
The answer is yes, that calling for the genocide of Jews violates Harvard Code of Conduct. Correct.
Again, it depends on the context.
It does not depend on the context.
Wow. Allowing that almost 700 faculty members that teach students exactly like you, apparently calling for the genocide of Jews is, quote, free.
All right, so you all know about this, right? With this sister. All right. Now, right? They claim that this the Harvard president gave something gave her the name, right? Did not want to say it was what hate speech. Did not want to come against what the Harvard students was protesting, right? Now, was she wrong?
Salakia, sir.
Mm-hmm.
She was not wrong according to the the doctrine of the school, as far as allowing free speech and protest and a convergence of minds. So she was not wrong in terms of allowing people to protest, or freedom of speech was more important. She felt it was more important, than to shut them down.
Yes, it's lawful in America. It's lawful. And how we know it's lawful in America?
First Amendment, freedom of speech.
Yes. The First Amendment is freedom of speech. What does it? What you cannot do? You cannot do what? You cannot threaten anybody with that freedom of speech that's given to you. You can't harm anybody. You can't say, you can't, with your freedom of speech, say we should harm this person. We should unalive this person. You understand? You can't do that. You understand? Come on.
So if somebody was saying to genocide against the small hats, wouldn't that be considered a threat? Is that considered a threat?
Okay, it's freedom of speech. Why? They ain't anything. Did they harm anybody on there? That's when the problem. That's when the problem comes in. You understand? That's when the problem comes in to play. And that's what she was trying to explain. But the woman, the congresswoman, did not want to explain herself, because in here, anything that you say against these small hats is anti-Semitism. You understand? Now, what does America do? When you speak out against America, when you speak out against the atrocities that they're doing to Black people, Hispanics, what do they call that?
Reverse racism.
Yes, they try to call it racism. Those two, that racism and anti-Semitism, those two are basically like call cards to alert, to put the oppressors on alert, basically. So what we call unity, they will call what? Racism. So when we say Black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we have to separate from America. We are what? Racists. You understand? No, we're not racist. And we ain't hurting and harming anybody. All we're talking about is the crimes our oppressors have committed over the years and centuries against Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's what we're saying. You understand? Right? That's what we're saying. That's all. But you, every time you say something against what they did to you, now you anti-Semitic. You anti this. Right? So what you're going to do? You're going to shut up. You're going to close them out. You're going to start apologizing and saying what? Saying what? Did America murder and kill America. They didn't allow people to have America. They did do it. They the so-called small hats unalive and enslave black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Where they at? They did. They what? They insured the boats, right? And this is how you know they're bastards. We won. You're right. You won. You're right. But fight somebody who are equal with you and see if you're going to win. Put the guns down. Guns down.
That's right.
Put the guns down. Park the tankers up. Park the plane up. And see who's going to win. Fight a fair fight.
That's
You understand? Like you're going to say we won when you murdered and slaughtered the Native Indians. Who gave the Native Indians smallpox? That's biological warfare. But we won. No, you won. You stole America. You murdered and killed. You unalive people. You enslaved black people. Genocide us. Thanks be to the Lord, we're still alive today. If it was up to you bastards, you oppressors, we'd be in the grave right now. Give me Revelation. Give me Revelation. I think it's 9 and 13. Revelation 9 and 13. And the same way I hear in these bastards right here, this was the same way. Who was like this? I think Saddam Hussein was like this. What's the next one? Gaddafi. You understand? All of that they to make fun and poke fun against their what? Against the people they oppress. Their day. Rome had their day. Their day. The Greeks had their day. The Egyptians had their day. Well, America, this is your day. You have it. That's why you bastards going into World War III.
That's right.
Now, on you who's saying, what's his name? What's his name? Let me see. What's his name? Crondell the Great. Yeah, one. Right now, they need you. Go join the military, man. Go fight. Right. Crondell, go fight. They're gonna need you. Trust me, they're gonna need you. Go fight, man. And Crondell, maybe a grandson will be saying, we lose. We lose. Yeah, trust me. All right? Who have it for me?
I have it, sir.
Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse. Did you say verse 13?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 9 and 13.
And in the midst,
let me just answer this question, right? He says what? You live in America but hate America. You right. You right. Why should I love America?
Right.
Born Slippy. Why should I love America? Tell me why. Come on, read it for me.
Revelation chapter 9 and verse 13. And the sixth angel sounded.
And before you know what I mean, Raul Goldman, what did you mean when you said you are going to imprison all oppressors? Right? Raul, I never said I was going to imprison all oppressors. You understand? But we could get it out of Christ's own mouth. Read it for him. Read it, Raul.
And I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before the Most High.
No. Give me Revelation 13 and 9.
13 and 9.
13 and 9. Stick with me. Mm-hmm.
This Revelation.
Raul, I want Raul and them to hear something that will keep them up at night. I want them to wake up and think they're chains. I want them
Revelations
to
chapter
wake
13.
up and think they're on the cotton fields, on my cotton field, picking my cotton. I want them wake up, sweating. Come on.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Raul is saying, any man have an ear, let him hear. We all have ears. But if you could understand this, ooh, trust me. You think Nightmare on Elm Street is a movie? Oh boy. You think Jason and them is a movie? Oh boy, you wait till Christ return. A black man by the name of Jesus Christ return. Oh boy, Raul. You talk more in prison? Nah, it ain't me. You ain't do me nothing, but you did something to my brothers and them and Christ, which is the king over us all, and the Most High, who's the father of us all. He looked down from heaven and he saw how you bastard dealt with us. He saw how you all dealt with us. He saw that you lynched us. He saw that you murdered us. He saw that you cut these women babies out their belly. My sister's babies out their belly. He saw it. He saw you dealing with them today. You have kids locked up on border right now. Come on, read on.
Verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall
Hold
go.
on. No, you're reading that too fast. I want this to sink in to these devils, to these oppressors. He that what?
Leadeth into captivity.
Now, hold on, Raul. Who led who into captivity? Come on, Raul. Stop being a D-head for 1 minute. And just try to put something in your head. Stop being an airhead for 1 minute, Raul. Who led who into captivity, Raul? Oh, Raul and friends. I know somebody could answer me. I know not everybody on here is airheads. I hope not. Somebody could answer me. Read it one more time.
He that leadeth into captivity.
Read on.
Shall go into captivity.
Shall what?
Shall go into captivity.
Raul, boy, you better. You know what I mean? You I hope you have a some gym membership, Raul. Because boy, picking cotton ain't a hobby. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Raul, I see you have problems in school. You had a hard time focusing. You seem like you might be a drug addict. You have a hard time focusing. Who led who into captivity? Just tell me that, Raul. You asked the question, I just gave you the answer. How to say, don't shoot the messenger. I just gave you the message. Come on, Raul. Beat them keys. Yeah, somebody, Jet Row, you know it. Jet Row, you know it. You know it. And it wasn't the Kazakh Jews. They were just Kazakh and Jewish. I know that's Kazakh Jew. Captivity in which time period? Raul, come on. Come on, Raul. Captivity in Obo. Which nation on this earth went into captivity and is still in captivity to this day? They say Jamaica free. They say Trinidad free. We have our own independence. But guess what? The Queen of England still runs these Caribbean countries. You understand? You have black people today in America. Black people today in America. Hispanics and Native Indians today in America. Right? If they won't, how to put, they won't included into being Americans, they'll be going through what the Palestinians going through right now. If we were fighting for our own land in America here, it would have been some problems. So come on, Raul. Who led who into captivity? You see what I'm saying? And these are problem. This is a problem with so-called Caucasian males. You understand? Or Europeans on the whole, or oppressed on the whole. I wish there was some way, there was a pill they could to talk the truth. I wish, but there's none. See, I'm assuming you are talking about the Atlantic slave trade in which Jews and Europeans and Africans enslaved Africans. Now that sounds retarded. Africans enslaved enslaved Africans. Jews. Jewish. Right? Or let's put it like this. Let me help you out. Where Europeans and Africans enslaved Israelites. The real Hebrew Israelites. You understand? Try and learn something for once. Africans never enslaved Africans. We are not Africans. Give me this on the Van Bible dictionary. We are not Africans. Christ was a black man, but Christ was not an African. He was a Jew, and the Jews are black according to the Bible. You so-called oppressors love to say Africans enslaved Africans. Why do they love to say Africans enslaved Africans? What's your purpose for doing that?
Salaki, sir.
Uh-huh.
Not only to associate us with the Africans, but to make it seem like we're less because we sold one another.
Okay, you own it. It's a little more than that. Come on, yeah.
So that we don't see who our true enemy is.
Okay, you all on it, but I'll give it just for time's sake. They say Africans enslaved Africans to take away the guilt, to try and take away their guilt. You understand? So now we didn't sold you all; your own people did. You understand? It's like in it's like saying like what Adam said to the Lord. Who gave me woman? It's more like it's your fault. It's your own people sold you, put you all in slavery. Nah, we ain't Africans. Read this for him. Tell him where he come from.
Salaki, sir, did you want the Zondervan?
Yes, it's on the Van Bible.
Yes, sir. This is the definition for the word ham in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. The youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races.
He became the what?
He
became the meaning the father of, read on.
Of the dark races.
Of the what?
He became the progenitor of the dark races.
Yes, he became the progenitor of the dark races, right? Not the what? Not the?
Not the Negroes.
Not the Negroes. You understand? We are not
the Negroes.
Africans. We are not Africans. No. This is what hold on. This is what Rahul gonna have to tell me. When we were in captivity, when we was in slavery, did they say Africans for sale? Did they say I have this African slave for sale? Rahul and friends. I ain't nothing. I ain't a pin drop.
So like I said,
come on.
You want me to put it on the screen?
No, when he responds, he ain't respond as yet. Right now, smoke coming out Raul is. Right? Now he said a gaslighting and having a conspiracy. Notice I put African last in the list. You are retarded. You put Africans what? Twice in the list, you dummy. You high. You are high. Right? And that's and that's what they try to teach their kids. That's why they don't want this truth come out. They don't want this truth coming out. Why? Because if this truth comes out, their kids are going to see that the fathers and mothers were unalivers, were murderers. You understand? Just like Cain killed Abel. You understand? They're going to look and they're going to see that their fathers and mothers, they come from a bunch of murderers. You understand? Like all that myth of I work hard to get this. No, your forefathers killed and murdered so that you can get this. Right. So that's how one. And they say as if it was, you know what I mean, like if it was, you know what I mean, like a boxing match, two people boxing. Just imagine you come in the ring to box and he's standing in the corner with a gun. Who win the fight? Of course you're gonna win. But does that make you morally right? Does that make you fit to run anything? You see the mess the earth is in right now is because your people, your oppressors, can't run nothing. You run everything into the ground. You run it into the ground. And this earth is in a mess because of you being in charge. And the Lord is going to change. Give me where it says Christ is going to be blood up to the horse's bridle. I think I'm gonna end on that. I'm gonna give these hecklers, you know what I mean, something to sleep on. We all go sleep on this.
So like I said, it's Revelation. It's Revelation chapter 14 and verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horses' bridles, by the space. So like by the space of 1,600 furlongs.
No, give me some go up. I think one verse.
In verse 19. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth.
All right. The angel thrusts a sickle. What you use a sickle to do? Sickle is used to do what?
To cut, sir.
Yeah. You see that the Grim Reaper? He has a what? A sickle. And that angel what? That sickle. Read on.
And gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath.
And cast it into the great winepress. When Christ come back, it's gonna be a wine press. You bastards who don't want to be held for no accountability of your people, man. None. You all a bunch of cowards. Own up to the thing, man. Own up to it. Crumble. Say we won. But how did you win, Crumble?
So like
how you won? Come on.
You want Zechariah 11 and 5?
Hold that for me. Finish this one off for me.
Into the great winepress of the wrath of God. 20. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the wine presses.
No, not this one. You ain't which part where Christ say up to the horse's bridle.
So like, is it a different scripture? And here it says even until the horse's bridle.
That's so, huh? Let me see if I get it here quick. But go where what's going with it.
Zechariah, Zechariah, sir.
Yeah.
Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Whose possessors what?
Slay them.
And
hold themselves not guilty.
And hold themselves not guilty. And that's you, oppressors. You all say it as if, okay, this is what I would understand. I would understand, I mean, if it was a war. There was not no war. There wasn't any war. You straight murder people. People who let you in, the Native Indians let you in, showed you how to live through the winter. And you slaughtered them with smallpox. Oh, you are some grimy bastards.
That's right.
And now you will come and say, when? Oh boy. I'm gonna try and follow YouTube rules. But you dummy. Boy, when Christ return, it's gonna be messy. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be mess. Okay. When Revelation it was?
Revelation 13 and verse 10.
13?
Oh, you mean for the blood, Salaga? That was Revelation 14 and 20.
Okay. No, I think
Salaga, sir.
Come.
Are you looking for where it says that? When you look at his, like he said, his raiment is going to be like he pressed on the wine press, like he walked.
Yes. That's what I'm looking for. Where it says is his coat is going to be drenched in blood.
Oh, God.
I want to give them a full out nightmare. I want to, you know what I mean? They should be waking up. I'm telling you, sweating.
Salaga, sir.
Hold up. Come on.
Is it Revelations 19 in verse 12 through 14?
Yes, that's it right there. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns.
And on his head was what?
Many crowns.
Because when Christ returned, all your presidents, all your kings, all of them, their power are going to be taken. It's going to be one king on this earth, and that's a black man by the name of Christ.
That's right.
You better get with it. You better start bowing and kissing the feet of these black men that come out on the streets, teaching how the Bible. Read on.
Khan. And he had a name written that no man knew but himself.
And he had what?
Had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
But he himself. Meaning, this is what you all don't, we don't understand. When Christ returned, you cannot imagine the amount of mayhem that is going to be on this earth. You cannot imagine the mayhem that's going on this earth. You understand? You can imagine, like right now, you have the so-called small hats unaliving tons of babies with bombs, burning them to crisp, them bombs dropping. You understand? When Christ returned, you can't imagine none of that. Trust me. You think you could, but you can't. Read on.
Verse 13. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood.
And he was what?
Clothed with a vesture dipped in blood.
And he was what?
Clothed with a vesture dipped in blood.
he had a vesture dipped in blood. How can you get a vesture dipped in blood? Because when Christ come back, it's going to be heads rolling.
That's right.
There are going to be tons of unaliving when Christ returns. You go and let's keep on listening to the Christian church. And then Rahul going to be asking you, can we make peace? After captivity, let's come to the table. After you do your time, Rahul, your forefathers been running from judgment. You don't run from judgment, Rahul. You face it head on. And now you face judgment head on. After that, we sit down and come to the table of peace. Let's see how we can make peace. But right now, we can't make peace. We can't make peace because somebody didn't pay for the crimes they committed against the people.
Right.
Your forefathers nigh on to commit genocide on black people, Hispanics and Native Indians. And you want to come to make peace now? Nah, enjoy America. Go deal the world. Go bungee jumping. Go travel the earth. I'm sure, Rahul, one of you have some friends that own a boat. Go sail around the earth. Enjoy it. Because when Christ come back, ain't gonna have no boat for you to sail. You understand? Ain't gonna have no vacation for you to take. Well, it might have a vacation in the cane fields, in the cotton fields. That'll be a vacation. You understand? When Christ returns. So don't worry, Rahul. None of us are going to harm any of your people. Don't do that. You understand? We're going to get brothers off of drugs. We're going to get sisters off of drugs. We're going to take our sisters out of the strip club. We're going to take our brothers out of the strip club. We're going to wake black people up, and they're going to realize, Rahul, that you are the devil the Bible speaks.
That's right.
You are calling for peace when you are not even acknowledging what your forefathers did. You did the same thing to the Native Indians and slaughtered them. They came in peace to you. They did you nothing. Stole the land. You murdered and killed them. And now you're saying you won? Give Rahul a clap. Yeah, yeah. You all job, Rahul. Murdering bastard. Good job. You understand? That's like you fighting a kid. Ain't no kid could beat you. No kid can beat you. But you won. You ain't fight no wars yet. Don't worry. When Christ return, it's gonna be the real war. All right?
All
right? Raul, if you was listening, how can pay for the crimes? Raul, the Bible say, if you lead a man into captivity, you are going to go into captivity. What goes around comes around, Raul.
That's right.
Come on, I know you know Newton's law. What goes around comes around. For every action, there's a reaction. Don't worry. Don't worry. Enjoy America. All you hecklers, enjoy America. Make fun of us in a time of calamity. Make fun of us, man. Come on. Make all the jokes you have to make. You understand? See, Jetro, you on it. I see you fully locked in. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? These OnlyFans, you know what I mean? You all need to stay on OnlyFans. You're too dumb to come and try to debate black men who study this Bible. The Bible is a Christian book. You read the Bible is a Christian book. Now ask yourself if these Christians are real Christians, you dummy. The disciples follow Christmas. The disciples follow Thanksgiving. Did they celebrate Thanksgiving? Did they celebrate Christmas? You are too dumb. You are smart enough to roll a blunt. That's how smart you are. to get a paper and roll blunt. Go roll a blunt, man.
That's right.
All right. You leave this work for professionals. Professionals. Commander Jerry Yohanna has trained professionals in this work, in teaching this Bible. There, you write book, the I.S.U.P.K book. This book is a black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man book.
That's
we in the
right.
I.S.U.P.K, we teach it 100%. And we live it 100%. We live it. You understand? Now, Raul, want to find out what country is your favorite. Raul, I'm gonna ask you, what crop is your favorite? I know you know why I asked you what crop is your favorite, right? You like oranges? You like sugar cane? Yeah. You understand? You all don't want to mess with the UPK, man. You all sit down in a corner, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sit down in a corner with your hands on your lip, just shut up. Straight up, shut up and listen. I know you could go educate your white friends, your oppressor friends, and let them know all black men ain't dumb. There's some strong, some smart black men who ain't gonna stand for your BS and gonna tell you how you got America. And we ain't gonna bow. Give me where it says, the last scripture, where it said the Lord reserved 7,000 men that wouldn't bow their to Baal. Right? I know this is boring, Raul. It's boring because you now finding out that your generations are going to have to serve free. It's boring. Picking cotton is not fun. I told you that. It's boring. You think you're picking orange for what 5 cents a pound, whatever, is exciting? That isn't exciting. Come on.
It's Revelations 11 and verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
But what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
You understand? Now the Lord reserve us in here. We don't bow. We don't give in. We don't give in. You understand? We don't. We don't. We stand on business.
That's right.
We stand on this Bible. We stand on it. We live by it. You understand? And Jethro, just to help you out, King James wasn't a child molester. That's what they're going to tell you, because King James was a black man, and they always like to disrespect black people. Just like the sister who was gay, who there was questioning in Congress. They're trying to say that sister, she the degree that she have is she got through plagiarism. You understand? They always like to defame black people. King James was no child predator. You understand? You need to go really do your history on it. He was a black man, and he got scholars together to translate that Bible from the Greek and the Hebrew to what you would call today English or Old English language. All right. All right. With that, I'm gonna pass the class over to priest and Officer Bankayal.
Come on.
All right.
Clap it up.
We'll get some more you all next week. Raul, come through again, man. Bring your buddies. Bring all your buddies along, so I can get them some nightmares. You can read the Bible. You know what I mean? Read it like a horror book for you all. Guess what? It's a nice book for us, but a horror book for you, Raul. Goldman Sachs. You understand? Come on. Go ahead.
Men of Israel, Imagine, we're going to render one courtesy salute to Captain Nayathak. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh, by Shimei
Yahweh, by Shimei Shai Brakathum.
Yadamata, Sar, trying to face the sisters. Sisters Imagine, men of Israel, we're going to render one courtesy salute to our sisters. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shema. Yadamata. Yeshua means to be seated. I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Roof for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. The book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew is pronounced ma'ashera. That's 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest funds, a freewill offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you like. The upcoming Holy Convocation. We are in the middle of the Feast of Hanukkah, December 7th. It began December 7th this past Thursday, according to 1 Maccabees, chapter 4, verses 52 through 61. 25th day of the 9th month, by the space of 8 days. We will conclude this feast Friday across the school, but specifically here in North Carolina. We'll be in Durham with Commander General YAHANNA.
Salakia Bankel. There's no closing. There's no closing at feast. All right.
Oh, Salakia.
It's in the space of 8 days. We just gonna have a regular class. All right. Also, just to reiterate, also too, Commander General YAHANNA is going to be in Durham, North Carolina, Friday 15th to have a class on World War III. Right, Raul and friends, you all tune in. You understand? You all want to hear that, so you all know what you all have to do. Raul, you understand? You all know what's coming your way. You know what I mean? You better bow down right now and kiss the boots of every Hebrew Israelite. Better beg for mercy. Carry on.
That's right.
Come. Officer
Bankaya, Salakia.
Now you too out, by the way. You going to war tonight. Salakia. We also have the Lord's 55th annual Passover coming up April 20th. It'll be here in North Carolina. Pay your Passover fund. It's $200 per adult. 17 years or older, pay your funds. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing our black boot shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, class dismissed.